In this position, it's white's turn. What are you going to do? These days it's easy to improve your tactics because you can find a lot of puzzles for free online. As well, you can improve your openings because there are a lot of YouTube videos that you can watch out there. However, how can you evaluate the positions and how can you play positional chess to put your pieces in the best squares? Let's examine this position. Actually, it's white's turn here and white has a lot of activity. This is the positional chess because it will help you to have more active position. How to define activity? We have the pieces in the center of the board and our pieces can move in more squares comparing, for example, to that rook. This rook is more active. This is one of my games and I play the best move here, knight to g5, attacking the pawn. My talented opponent played here bishop to d7 attacking the knight, and after this he is attacking my knight. His idea is to attack the knight and capture the pawn on f2. And after that he just captured the pawn and now he realized that tactics is not working in his favor. It's white's turn again. How are you going to continue? It is a checkmate in 2 moves and congratulations, you have a check and another check. This is a checkmate. And here you may be wondering why the tactics are not working in your favor, right? Why this is happening? This is happening because previously black didn't have active position. This is why usually tactics are working, are benefit the side with more activity. Let's see another example. I played another blitz game actually, and we have the Slav defense. I play this exchange Slav variation and it's not so innocent as it looked like because it looks symmetrical, but white has the first move and now we're continuing and my opponent played this move e6. This is not a very good move actually, it is a passive move. Why? Because this bishop is blocked right now, cannot activate this bishop outside from this pawn chain. This is the idea. Why he chose actually this line? Because usually here white can play something like this, and if the bishop goes out, then white have knight out, a check here, the knight can join on e5, can jump there on e5, and the queen can join the attack. So if this bishop is outside of the pawn chains after bishop f5 and e6, then white can attack this vulnerable diagonal. For that reason here he played that move, passive move, and after this move he played that one, exchanging maybe his good bishop for my bishop, but okay, we exchange these pieces. I played this important move in order to have a very stable square on e5 and outpost here on e5, and now he played another positional mistake. He played knight to d7. And I'd like to share with you something, that positional mistakes, many times people don't recognize them, don't understand why this is a mistake. Why? Here actually this is a very bad position for the knight because this knight doesn't have a future. He should put it on c6 actually, and maybe later to put it forward on c4 and things like that, but on d7 this knight has nothing to do. And after this move he played that one, and again you see the main problem of the black pieces here. Can you recognize it? It is only one piece that harmed the development of the other pieces, and this is why white has the superiority here. It is this bishop comparing to this one. This one doesn't have a lot of squares to move, as you can see. Rooks cannot go on the file, and we don't have any future. After b6 we cannot really develop the bishop. This is the problem. This bishop is the real problem. And the game continued like that. I castled, and now he played this move. You can see we have one open file, the C file, and we would like to put our rooks there on the C file. I played this move, and now he played this one. Another positional mistake. Again, my opponent is close to 1900 elo points actually. It was completely beginner, but he's playing like a beginner because he don't know how to play positional, to put his pieces in good positions actually. And this is another mistake because I played there and I'm ready to occupy some squares actually. Now he played this one, and guess what? Another positional mistake. Yes, because the knight there, it looks nice. He would like to play something like that to create a very nice outpost for his knight, but right now I can sweep it off, to take it off. He can reply. I didn't play the best move here. The best move is what? Can you find the best move? and the best move is queen to c2 because I'm attacking the pawn, and if he plays something like that, then we have this take, and boom, double attack. Tactics will help you to improve your position and boost your position forward. Actually, this is why you should know the tactics and you should use the tactics in your own games. But I didn't find this one. It was a blitz game. I played another natural move. I captured there, he recaptured like this, and now knight here. You can see if you cannot find one tactic on positional chess, everything is just fine. Because if you have good positions for your pieces, then the position itself, the game itself, will give you more and more opportunity to play well. I played this move. Right now I'm threatening the pawn on e4, and you can see he played that one, protecting the pawn, and now I played queen to c2. I was expecting here f5, he didn't play it like that, but now we have very simple tactics. Queen b3, double attack against this pawn. We're threatening this one, and we're threatening queen takes b4, and after that we can take. We have an extra pawn. We can put our rooks here on the c file, for example, and we have very nice position close to winning. It's actually this one, a pawn for free. But he played that move. He lost this pawn actually, and after these exchanges he played a5. I'm not entirely sure why he played like that, and after this move he played the move rook c to f8. Here's another question. How are you going to play here with the white pieces? It's white's turn. I'm very happy to announce this new course on positional chess, a step-by-step guide to help you to improve dramatically in chess positions. And here you can see the curriculum. Actually, we have some general information there. You can see why this course created, how this course will help you to become better player, and some other benefits. And then you have the curriculum. The first one is the introduction, and even the first lesson is very important. We have the true value of the pieces, 5 elements. I'm very proud of this lesson actually, and I was arbiter in many school championships, and the most common question on almost every parent is what's going on, who is winning? And after watching the lessons, you are going to learn how to put your positions in very nice positions, in very good squares, and how to evaluate the position accurately, who is better actually. And after that we have a lot of lessons, another chapter, that chapter created by the international master from Bulgaria, Valery Liliov, very nice guy, and he created these lessons on positional mistakes. Positional mistakes, as we already seen, happen very often actually, very often. Positional mistakes. Then we have a lot of lessons how to play with your king, how to play with your knights, how to play with every single piece, the bishops, the rooks. Then we have the queen. It was a little difficult to create this lesson actually, but I get some help from friends of mine, a lot of friends, and I created the lessons with a lot of examples, and you're going to see how to play positionally with your queen, what is the ideal position, how to use it, and more things. Then we have how to play with your pawns, because it's not easy to handle the pawns actually, and I'm sharing you a lot of lessons and a lot of ideas there. Then we have all positional principles, little more advanced lessons, how to use these principles in order to fix your thinking system, how to think during the game, and how to play better. And then we have more advanced chapters. One of them is this one, positional sacrifices. I really love it, this one. It's when you're sacrificing the rook for a minor piece, bishop or knight, and then you're going to prove that this minor piece is better comparing to the rook. I love this chapter actually. It's for more advanced players, and it's not tactical actually. It's not you're going to sacrifice something in order to win. It's a positional sacrifices. And last but not least, Mateusz Kolosowski, very nice guy, very famous international master and very experienced coach, created the last lessons how to isolate an enemy piece, how to use the space advantage. It has a fantastic game there for a very strong player. And last but not least, we have the last lesson, how to use effectively the weak squares, how to spot them and how to use them. If you are interested, you're welcome to click the link below of that video and learn more about that course. Now let's go inside again and see this position. In these Rook lessons, I'm not sure if you check it, we have a specific lesson who called the pivot for the Rook. It is, what is the pivot? It's a very strong square like this one in which it will help us to double the Rooks. And right now it's White's turn and I played this very nice move, Rook to c5. Why? Because he cannot really take the Rook here. If he just take there, we have a check, we are threatening the king. He can parry the checkmate with this one, but after the exchanges he is going to lose the Rook and the game. For that reason my opponent here tried to do something like f5, but again I'm going to tell you that the tactics are not working if you don't have good position. And after f5 I went here, he created an escape square, a flank square for the king, and after taking my Rook he just resigned after this one, because he can go away but I can take his Rook. And you can see he made a lot of mistakes. The first one is this, played the knight on d7. It's not an opening course actually, but you can understand the openings really better after this. The second positional mistake is this one, b4, because he's giving a lot of squares. You should not push your pawns forward without thinking. The next mistake is here actually, when he played the knight forward again in the outpost, but he's damaging his pawn structure and giving me the opportunity to play nice tactics with queen c2, or even just take and go forward with my knight. And you can see when you build your position as much as possible in getting the best squares for your pieces, then you will have tactics like this one, combining the positional ideas and tactical shots. Rook to c5. I hope this course will help you to become a better player. 11 chapters on positional chess. Thank you very much and see you soon. Thanks for your time and I hope you enjoyed the video. Here it's time for action. This is the initial page of my website and here you can click Give me access to get access to free lessons. You can read this page and if you scroll down, here you can add your name and your email. After that, you're going to take a free lesson how to avoid chess blunders. So, time for action is now and you're very welcome to join my mail list.